Mic check. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle.
Depot today. I don't know if you've ever been there because Amazon's real. And I went to the Office Depot in the real Amazon, and I got a micro SD card today. And I put it in my Roadcaster. And I was like, I'm gonna do something new today. I'm gonna split my audio. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have to edit anything. It's gonna be fantastic, guys. I didn't record the audio for the first half of the podcast. So it's there if you want to watch it. But if you have autism or you're like me and just a little retarded, you can skip to the second half where the audio is actually good and where Alex did get to test out the new micro SD card. But yeah, so we're doing a little bit. We'll add about another like 30 minutes and we'll get the fuck out of here. But you're going to have either a super, super long fucked up podcast with a lot of fun reels in them that are going to have fucked up audio. But otherwise, it's gonna be good. So yeah, so skip to fucking whatever 40 minutes and something and you'll get some good quality, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so I basically like I get up there and I'm nervous as fuck.
As you should.
There is 120 black people in the crowd.
Oh, so it was deep.
It
like
was
that.
a deep. There's probably more people because it was all packed in the back, but the people that were paying attention, it was sold out. Like, it was sold out.
Oh, shit.
And I was so naive.
Yeah.
I feel like being naive helped me, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like now I'd be like, oh, what material am I going to do? Like, I would, like, panic, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I decided to riff to start.
Okay.
And then I went into some jokes. And I told my black jokes. And my black jokes are black jokes. You know, they're racist jokes, but they're funny racist jokes. And there were these women wearing these T-shirts. And I was watching them the whole time before I got on stage. They were wearing these. And one was like, it was some, the T-shirt said like, put it in my pussy before I die. Like, weird, like, they were on, like, I don't know if it was a divorce party or, like, I'm not sure what was, I'm not sure what was going on, but these women had these crazy shirts on that just said the wildest things, right? Mm-hmm. The host went up before me. He did, like, 45 minutes.
The host did 45?
No, I'm exaggerating, but, yeah, so he did his time, and he was talking about, like, certain things, so I was picking up, I was just, like, trying to pick up on the vibe. Mm-hmm. Like, what are these people laughing at? What do they like to hear? Right. Like, what are they, like... It's funny to look back that I was actually analyzing it, and I didn't really realize I was analyzing it, to be honest, and it kind of kicked in when I got on stage. I was clocking things, but not clocking things. Like, unintentionally, because I was so naive and early in.
Yeah.
Like, I was just, like, barely a year in when I went there to Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I go up there, and the first thing I mention is the women's T-shirts. I said, y'all gotta see these women's T-shirts over here. I said, stand up right now and get up here. Because I know people they like to be a part of something, right? Like, I feel like people they like the spotlight on them. Yeah, so if you give someone the spotlight for a second, I feel like, they're like, okay, like, she's not just here to, like, get all the attention like every single white woman in the world, you know what I'm saying? So I gave them, you know, I was kind of ripping off their T-shirts, like, and I got them. So, like, once I got them, I started riffing on the last guy's set, because he was talking about, like, there was a white kid on Call of Duty yelling at him, and I was like, I was the white kid on Call of Duty yelling, you know, kind of, like, riffing off of his set, and then I went into my joke about my mom dating a black guy and the water filter being separate in the fridge, and some of them frowned in the back. They were like, oh, the fuck? But the older people were dying. The older people were dying. The younger people in the back, they were a little hesitant, but I had a good show, and he invited me back to do another one.
Really?
So I did another one in this hotel. It was an all-black hotel, I guess. That's just what it looked like.
It was Atlanta.
Yeah, it was Atlanta. I mean, it's just like all-black state, whatever,
yeah,
you know?
City, for sure.
Whatever, but I bombed. I lost confidence. I didn't have confidence because it was more like, it was the energy, the vibe was just different.
It's because you got invited there that time. The first time you had to bullshit your way into it.
I think that's what it was.
So you were like, all right, let's play the part.
I got yeah, you're right.
Let's play the part. Let's do the thing.
Yeah.
Ball swinging. Just let's get it done.
But Maurice Sims. He's the man.
So you thought there was a mic in Atlanta and just drove over there?
Yeah.
You lived in Melbourne at the time?
Yeah.
And just drove to Atlanta?
No. I flew there for the weekend.
You
to
flew?
do comedy. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any other shows? Because, this sounds bad.
I had no shows. I always just go places and show up at shows. Dude,
show up in cities? What's going on?
I was in Rome, and I popped into an English show at an open mic, and they let me do 20 minutes.
20?
And I was only 9 months in or something like that.
Rome? You did the tour before, getting solid? That's crazy. You started with a tour.
Dude, they love retarded people, I guess. I don't know.
You're like, fuck it, I went to California 2 months in, I just started talking shit at the store, and they let me on the main stage.
Dude, I don't know, man.
It's literally fake it till you make it, but comedy edition.
Dude, I literally, I don't know what gets into me when I go places, but I just, if I'm there,
yeah,
and there's a stage, and there's somebody's doing comedy, I'm gonna try to ask to get on. I went to the balls I had in Atlanta at the Laughing Skull. Oh my God, suck my dick! I was such an asshole. I was doing the same thing I did at the other place where I went there for what was it, the open mic first. It was the open mic, and I did well. I didn't do good by any means. I did well. Paid for my video, never got it.
Damn,
yeah. No, it's okay. I love you guys. Thanks for stage time. Yeah. No, I don't care. It's fine. You can keep my $20.
20? Damn. That's cheap nowadays.
I even emailed them like, hey, just check it in. Can I get my video?
Can I get my video? They just blocked. They're like,
yeah, because I understand why. Because here's what happened.
Oh no.
I showed up to the Saturday showcase, which is it's like a local lineup kind of thing, is what it seems like, because I talked to a lot of the guys after, because I kind of hung around just to get to know people too, talk to people, and I ended up meeting really, really fantastic Lauren Jones, Olivia Cersei, she's from Pensacola, but I met her there. I met a lot of people in Atlanta, really cool. But yeah, so I got ballsy, and I came up to the showcase, and I was like, hey, and to the door person, I'm like, hey, I was like, is there someone that's running the show tonight? I just want to see if I could get a guest spot, if that's okay. I'm from out of town, blah, blah, blah. I pulled the out of town card. And, when you talk to people to their face, they have a hard time saying no. Especially if you're a little white woman.
Yeah.
So, I kind of use it to my advantage in comedy.
Yeah, why not? Can I sleep over and
at least
mom
I'm honest. At least you're not going to get your dick sucked by me. But anyways, no, I want to learn. I want to learn, and if somebody's going to say yes to me learning, I'm sorry, that's on you.
If it doesn't go well, you said yes. That's your fault.
But that was my night. So I'm speaking out of my nativity of the situation. The nativity. I was very naive in these situations, so I wasn't I was just I'm good enough. I thought looking back now, I was like, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
You're a dumbass. You were just up in some professional club trying to they did give me stage time, and I bombed my dick off. I bombed my dick so hard that I wanted to chop it off and get a new one. Like, it was hard. I'm sorry, laughing so hard.
You bombed so hard.
You can keep my $20. See, I told you there's a reason why they
They did. Okay, so it just kept your money, and they're like, yeah, I don't know.
But I didn't mean to start this podcast by rambling.
It's so funny, though. Dude, it blows my mind, the balls that you have, I guess. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I could never have. Like, I'm such a bitch. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, like, when... You've been in the Tiernanog, right? In Daytona? No?
Never.
Okay. Imagine the most rundown bar you've ever seen. Missing ceiling tiles. Dripping fluid from the second floor. Like a nightmare. And I... Because I was so super new, I called the bar. And I was like, hi, are you still having the open mic? And the bartender was like, yeah, what the fuck? And so, you know, the people from there, Sean, Kevin Tibbert, you know what I mean, all those guys. And so, like, I called 3 times in one day to make sure they were still having the open mic. So imagine this level of place, and it's like a noon bartender, like, yeah, lady, it's fine.
Yeah, lady.
Yeah, we're having an open mic, it's fine. And then I just show up and I was like, hi, you guys still having an open mic? I had like my notebook. Like, I was like so pure.
I did that too. I called Beachside Retro.
Hell yeah.
I called Mojitos. I called Funny Bone. And
called Funny Bone?
They were like, go fuck yourself.
Have you tried to smooze into Funny Bone?
Yeah,
I performed in Rome, dog.
Dude, I'm saying, I was like, let me get a headline. No.
Let me get a little...
Dude, I literally put on my close friends the other day. I'm like, I finally have a tight 10. It's been almost 2 years. I finally have a tight 10. Yes! I'm gonna be a headliner.
Like, let me get a guest spot from my boy, Ali, Ari Shafir. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, like, we went to church together.
Yeah. No, I do, I do message people. I hit people up, I send them my video, I say, hey, what's up? Give me a guest spot, homie. And you know what happened? Something that scared the shit out of me, because I actually got a response from, Drew Hernandez. I'm sorry. Mother-in-law, if you watching this. I'm just kidding. Don't watch this. You shouldn't be watching
Probably
these.
not watching this.
No, definitely not. My mom does though, but that's okay. I talk to her like that. I'm like, whore. I actually wrote in her Mother's Day card the other day. I'm like,
Jesus.
I was like, I love you so much. I hope you have the best day ever. I'm like, P.S. You're a whore.
Jesus. It baffles me how sometimes people talk to their mothers, like, because my mom is just like we're such a saint to one another.
Oh yeah.
And then some people are just like, yeah, whore. You know what I mean?
No, me and my mom are we're tight. We're
That's
like
cool.
We're like buddies because we're on the same brain wavelength. You know? Like we're
chiefing on the other end too.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. When I reached out, I had Drew Hernandez hit me back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I watched your video, loved your energy. How about hosting at the Funny Bone?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sounds good." He's like, "How about Side Splitters in Tampa too?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sounds good." And this is when my naive part it's gone. I'm very critical of how I move and how I do things, and I try to make sure I'm not overstepping, the line. And I got in my head so much so that I called one of the homies out in Tampa, and I was like, dude, I don't feel good about this. Because I don't want somebody to think that I'm, backdooring a club. Because there's this thing that I've learned, and maybe it's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, I don't know if it's actually a thing. Mm-hmm. But where, it could be perceived as disrespectful to reach out to headliners that are coming into town to get guest spots on shows. When you don't work the club.
I mean...
Or if you're not a local comedian, also. That's even, extra. Sorry. Say what you're going to say.
No. I'm listening. No. But, I don't know. I feel like I would have just did it. I would have did what you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have tried to get it. How do you work the funny bone often. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you just gonna meet the owner one day and be like, hey man, can you watch my like you're trying to get sponsored by a skateboarder, you're like, watch my tape, you know what I mean? Damn Martell's like, get this shit out of here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hey, you gotta get in where you get in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell me, hold on, so finish the story. Did you fold? Did you go do the spots?
No, so unfortunately the Funny Bone show got canceled. I don't know the reasons why. I didn't ask. I just, said, hey, is Side Splitter's still on? He said, okay. So I called the homie and I was like, hey, listen, like, I don't feel, like I was saying, like, I don't feel right. Like, it just, I don't want anyone to think that I'm, like, trying to take a spot or, like, intrude in the scene or, like, this was given to me, like, I didn't even ask. I was just asking about the Funny Bone, which is more local to me in my eyes. Like, it makes a little bit more sense. Like, and I've talked to some people, they're like, really, it's not that, big of a deal. At least from a couple people, but who knows what anybody else. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. But when it came to just like Tampa, because I'm not a Tampa comedian, I'm not a local working comedian over there. In my eyes, it felt like I was I wasn't trying to disrespect the scene or like do anything like weird. So I called her and I was like, I don't know what to do because I don't know if I should back out of the show. Because, like, I'm hosting it. It's not just a guest spot. So I'm like, the club didn't hire me. They didn't hire me to do a host spot.
Right.
The headliner hired me to do a host spot. And I know sometimes clubs, they have their own host because they have a routine, they have a rhythm, they have certain things they want to say, and I understand why, because there's, like, a professionalism to the hosting, right? So I was like, I think it was Steve, it came up to me and handed me the paper for like the, announcements and whatever, and I was just like, dude, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I almost kind of like, I didn't like freak out, but I was like, listen, I was like, I'm cool doing this, but I just want you to know, like, I wasn't trying to like just like intrude on y'all's stuff. Like this just happened, and I'm just like here, and I'm gonna do my best. So I just kind of like because I like I said, the naive side of me, like, because that's, to me, I wasn't ready for that, and because I'm not a professional hoster, I never did announcements like that. It was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that, so that's why I was like, okay, like, this isn't something that I'm trained for. This isn't something that, as a professional club, like, I get why some people would be like, alright, what the fuck, like, there's other people that have been working hard to get host spots at a place like this. Like, it's almost like a sacred facility, kind of, in some people. In my eyes, it is, too. Like, I feel like any club is, like, a sacred kind of, like, fucking thing, you know? But yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know how we got this, but I did it, and
I was hoping you weren't like about to go on stage and you're like, hey dude, you gotta get the bartender to do it.
No.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
No, I still did it. It was just like I had this like awkward guilt on me that I was just like, I was like, I want to get rid of it, but I don't know how. Can I just say sorry to everybody until?
I think you might be the only comic in the country that had that. I think every other one would have just fucking weeball, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And just took it and you ran with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody messaged, like, comics coming out through, you know what I mean? Like, cause I personally know comics that, like, when, like, a famous person comes in, he's been close to the person, and he'll do the entire Florida line with them, like from Destin all the way down to Miami, and he lives in Orlando. You know what I mean? So he'll just do the whole line, and he's like, you know what I mean? You just get it in, or you get it.
It just happens, right? But I think that's the part. That's another thing where like I do kind of take a step back, and I'm like, but isn't that a part of this? Like working to get those spots and like proving. You gotta kind of like show and prove though, but if you're not ready, you shouldn't be putting yourself in that position, is my view. I kind of feel like.
It's true, but if you view Eminem, you only get one shot, you know what I mean? What if you go, man, I don't deserve to be here at the moment, but you did, just that was your one shot.
You gotta accept all the doors that are opening to you regardless, yeah. I agree with that, because I would never turn anything down. Right. That's the thing, that's why I still did it.
Right.
I was like, sorry. I'm gonna do it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna back out, you know, even though I was having those. It was the first time I ever had thoughts of backing out of something that serious. It was more important to me than Kill Tony. As gay as that's, like, as retarded as it sounds, like, it was so important to me because I'm like, this place is a future home to me. Like, this is, I want a good relationship with these people. I want to work.
You're gonna see them in an everyday setting versus like, you're like, I'm not gonna see them, you know, possibly never gonna see Tony Hinchcliffe again. You know what I mean? Like, that's possibly it.
And that's the thing is, like, Kill Tony to me is like a gym. It's like a workout for me. It's like, that also sounds gay, but it really is. It's an experience to be able to perform on the biggest stage in the fucking world in front of a packed fucking club. When do you get the opportunity to do that? Never, unless you get the one-off chance that you get to open for somebody that's really making it right now, or, you know, really, you know, even though, you know, it's just like, but that's where the clubs, I'm like, dude, like, when I go to eventually to the Comedy Store or, like, places like that, like, I'm going to tread very carefully and make sure that I'm ready for moments like that, you know? Like, I signed up for Chocolate Sundays, like, 2 years ago, so I'm hoping that a lot of people don't drop out. Because, like, I want to give that a few more years till I'm, like, I'm fucking, I know I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm talking a lot.
I get that. No, I get that. Like, I don't even sign up for, like, festivals that often. Like, I maybe signed up for the Atlanta Festival, like, once, but it's because I'm like, I don't think I'm of that level. And then somebody I know that I'm like, you got on? You're, like, within a year. Like, they put, and I'm like, oh, maybe I am good enough, but it's always the self-doubt of it, of course. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even do festivals. I feel like festivals, you have to be quite decent. At least, like, out of the state festivals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Texas Festival, Tennessee Festival, because everywhere has a bunch of them.
Yeah, I guess, so that's where I'm kind of like, maybe I'm lying to myself. Because I think I think it's almost been benefiting me to put myself out there too early. Because of the experience that it puts me through. And if I can, like, dude, I watched myself bomb a dick on TV. And I was like, crying my eyes out. And I'm like, am I gonna move? I literally had this, like, fork in my head that was, you know, bent 2 ways, and it was like, are you gonna, you know, jerk off, hate your life, want to kill yourself, or are you gonna, like, fucking get back at it and get better and show and prove? Because it's not just one opportunity. There's multiple opportunities that come in anybody's timeline. You know what I'm saying?
How deep were you in when you did that?
8 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah, dude. It would have been more insane that if you were like, nah, this shit's just not for me, and then dipped. You know what I mean? Like, 8 months into anything. I don't care if you're scooping fries for 8 months. You're not better than 4 year in Gertrude. You know what I mean? Like,
see, that's the thing is, like, my thought behind it is, it was never that, though. Like, it was never like, I'm good enough for this. Or I can do this. It was more of like, I want to do this. Like, I need to do this. If that makes any sense. Like, it wasn't like, it was like a, it was a calling. I had crystals in my pockets. No, like, it was just like a, like I said, like a workout. I'm like, what rare opportunity? Who 8 months in gets to fuck up in front of 250 people and whoever millions?
I mean, I think your interview was cool, though.
Yeah, dude.
It was the most honest response ever given to him. Dude, I looked
like a gay retard. I looked like I worked for Major Payne. I looked like I was his assistant. You understand how retarded that guy's gotta be?
I like when people tell me I'm good. They're like, damn, alright. I'll fuck with this girl.
Yeah. No, so I'm actually, I've signed up again, too. I've signed up, this time I went back right after, I skipped Monday, because I was like, I don't need to do it a few months after. I'm going to give it some time. So I waited 6 months, and I just signed up this past time. I have these, like, gay weird visions where I'm like, I know it's going to happen, like, I see it, I know it sounds so
No,
like I sound
completely
schizophrenic,
understand.
crazy, retarded, whatever you want to call me. But it's like I see shit and I know it's gonna happen, and it happened before the first time. I knew who was gonna be on the panel. Just one person.
Jordan Peterson.
Kim Congdon. I knew she was. I said it as I left my hotel room, and she was there. I said it was either Ron White or Kim Congdon. She was on the panel. Fucking freaky.
Damn, those rocks in your pockets are fucking.
Dude,
They're feeding you info.
I don't know what's happening, but
Walt Disney fed you that one from
dude,
his grave.
these Jankos are giving me superpowers. These are my husband's, by the way. I never have worn these before in my life. I know Danny got out of his car and he was like, "What the fuck is she
I thought
wearing?"
they were overalls when I first saw them. I was like, did you just cut the strap off overalls and put a belt loop through them?
Yeah, I'm trying some new. I'm going with skinny jeans.
Some new shit. I'm trying a mixture between skinny jeans and parachute pants.
Call me MC Bammer, bitch.
Call them MC Schmediums.
M Schmediums, yeah. Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm signing up again now when I go back. And it's exactly a year from when I signed up last time.
Oh wow.
So I've been having these like crazy.
You're having your premonitions.
I've been having dreams like and I don't get dreams because I smoke a lot of weed, and
Does that go with that?
For me, yeah.
Okay. I'm not I'm like weed's a drug, but I'm not a drug person. So like when I hear something like that, like I had a friend that did a lot of cocaine, and then I was like, yo, because we had a road trip, we were coming back from a show in Georgia, and I was like, yo, we should stop off, get some food, and he's like, oh, you can get some. He's like, I can't eat, and I was like, why? He's like, cocaine, and I was like, what do you mean, like cocaine? He's like, you don't eat when you're on cocaine. That's just not a thing. And I was like, oh. You have no appetite. I didn't know that. Yeah, you have no appetite, and the nasal drip makes it
people
horrendous.
On crack are like skinny.
Hell yeah, dude! I need to get on some crack, dude. I hear Ozempic's terrible for you.
My
you
mom is getting stabbed in the alleyway to lose weight.
Is she doing Ozempic?
She told me she's getting stabbed in the butt by a Jamaican man. That's not what you want to be doing.
Come on, go over there.
Boom, oh god, oh yeah, oh my god.
Eventually I'm gonna do Ozempic and show back up 1 month after to an open mic and people go, what the fuck happened to you? Like I just started running, man. I've always wanted to be this healthy. I
feel like all the people on Ozempic are gonna turn into Jello. All their muscle density is gonna get and their bone density.
Like the old smoker commercials where they're just flat on the couch. They just eventually turn into that. Right? The old Airhead commercials, once they pop, they're just...
Oh my god.
They're inflatables.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, but I've been having like crazy dreams and shit, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen again, but this time...
It's gonna go well?
Yes.
Okay, hell yeah, good.
Yes.
I'm happy for you.
And I'm gonna be more me on stage, so like I'm gonna actually... It's not about like going... Again, as gay as this sounds, I say this every time I say some gay shit, but it's like, as I say like, oh, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna I'm trying to envision me killing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to create that for myself, which is also why I'm also about to quit smoking weed, which is why I found out that somebody told me if you stop rolling and you just buy joints, you still quit. Like, I was like, I bought 14 joints, and somebody was like, why are you buying 14 joints? I'm like, I'm trying to quit smoking weed. They're like, that makes sense. You quit rolling, you quit smoking. I'm like, apparently not. So I just bought 10 joints to get me through Sunday, and I'm gonna quit because I'm trying to put myself through this like boot camp to where I can like really drill down my shit.
Comedy boot camp?
And like like I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna take care of myself, I'm gonna write every day.
That's the opposite of what a comic usually does. And they eat the shittiest foods, they take dumps in alleys. That's what I've been doing for a year and a half. They do way worse than weed. I mean, acid and cocaine minimum.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
it's like a vegan approach to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to be comfortable, and I feel like for me to get comfortable, the joke that I'm gonna do, I need to open up with it every time. I need to make sure I'm being me right off the bat without any, because like when you first, because I'm still new and I'm still learning. When I put myself in front of strangers, I still put up that shield.
Okay.
And until I can break through the shield is until I can feel like I'm being funny.
Okay.
So like I'm trying to boot camp myself into being comfortable immediately.
Okay.
So the weed has been a crutch for me, like because it makes me really calm, really chill. Like I don't like, you know.
The first couple times I saw you, you were pretty toasted.
Yeah.
Like on stage, at
Yeah.
least. Like I was like, how are you even like saying words
Yeah.
right now?
No, and sometimes it hurts me really badly too because I'll be almost too calm to where I'm not myself.
Right.
So
and also the secret to great comedy is timing, but your
Yeah.
timing is a lot more delayed, I imagine.
Yeah.
Under the influence.
But sometimes, like now, whatever weed I've got, it's got me ripping. Like I could chat all night long, you know, chatty catty.
That's sativa shit.
But it's indica. That's the crazy part. Yeah. So
Okay.
I always ask for gassy stuff. I want something that tastes like dog shit or tastes like burnt rubber. And if it tastes like dog shit or burnt rubber, we're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? But some weed will make me like almost like fentanyled out, you know, a little bit.
No.
Where I'm like maybe how you see me sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just fented, dude.
you ever seen some sweaty hands?
You ever seen some sweaty hands?
Yeah.
Anybody?
No, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm just trying to get that comfortability as
Okay.
quickly as I can because I am so early in.
Yeah.
I want to see how good I can be myself.
Right.
It's not about the kill. It's killing to me is how much can I be myself and be funny in that quick minute moment and get these people to love me immediately. It's a challenge.
Yes.
It's like it's a mission. It's like a God's, you know, it's like God gave me a
God's
mission,
plan.
you know, jerk off on everybody's face. I don't know. Yeah, so I just like, I feel the need, again, I feel the need to do it again.
Okay.
I feel the need to try this again and see how much better did I do this time? What can I do to make it even better?
Right.
And then what is that feeling like? And how can I get that feeling every single time? Because there's nothing better than in a crowd in front of 250 people in a well-built room with perfect laughter reverberation off of the walls, feeding back into your ear holes so you can feel good inside and then jerk off later, you know? Like, I want to get that I've only had that feeling once, I feel like, or close to that, when I did, what was it? I think it was Blue Jay Jacks, when I did that room.
I love Blue Jays.
It was just like, what chemical is in their brains right now?
Yeah, it almost felt too easy.
Yeah.
I had one of those like a week or so ago.
Oh.
It was just like, I can say
so good.
anything.
It felt so good.
It feels like you were Mario and you ate the star.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can just walk through this shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. They're laughing at the setups. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But then you'll do 10 minutes and get dick sometimes.
Yeah, I've only done it once and I just got lucky.
No, it's crazy. It's insane when that happens. And you realize it early on. You're like, oh shit. It's one of those times.
Yeah.
You're like, that's crazy. It was during a Don't Tell that it happened to me. It was super dope.
That's sick. I like that. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just like, it's a challenge for me to like, it's almost like I'm probably just chasing that next like high. Like,
Yeah.
naturally just, what's the most fucked up dumb shit I can do to make me feel good? You know? That's not hard drugs. I've never done hard drugs, but I mean,
A set will have you going through different feelings like it is drugs.
Yeah, so I just want to see how good I can do again, and then just obviously being out in the scene in there in general is just like, it's a good challenge to like just. Oh, cause man, those comedians, they don't laugh at you over there.
No, cause you're meat to them. Like they're trying to eat you up.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They're like, another one came to mind, but they just moved here 2 months ago. You're like, ah.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like when you keep, I feel like I've started to meet people, like really great people out there and like talk to people, and I feel like if you keep going out there and, you know, you're just work.
Yeah.
I feel like people recognize work, and when you work, I mean, I'm not saying I've done that. I'm just saying in general, I feel like, because I watch people like the villain thing for the Friday thing, like, I know who's busting their fucking ass no matter
Yeah.
how good or bad they are. Like, I feel like people appreciate when people work hard, you know?
That's what I've heard about Austin is a comic that both you and I know, but when they went out there, the market is so saturated right now with how many comics just moved there out of a whim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, like, if you're good, like, it gets seen very easily.
Yeah.
Like, extremely easily. Like, it just
I've said that to people. Yeah, that's funny. That's a common theme.
Yeah,
with
it
people
seems like it, because, I mean, I couldn't, like, it seems like there's a lot of comics here in Florida, and there's, like, probably 12,000 times more over there, you know what I mean? Like, how many times do you watch it? I don't know if you watch, like, Kill Tony, like, often.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
like, I
every
watch,
week, yeah.
most of them are like, yeah, I moved here 3 months ago
Mm-hmm.
to do this. I moved there 4 months ago, and Tony's like, yeah, kill yourself, you're terrible.
Yeah.
And they're like, damn, they moved here for that, but, like, they can't move back home because they're too broke, so now they just live in Austin, but then they keep doing it. And so,
But if you keep doing it, I mean, you never know. But some people have that, like, I don't know. I look at some people and I'm like, you got that. Like, I see you and I'm like, you got that thing.
I got that on me,
You
dog.
got that thing on
I keep
you.
that motherfucker on me.
No, but like, do you notice this ever where you just like, I'm not trying to like ask
No,
for it back
yeah.
because that just sounded like I was like complimenting players. No, but it's like I feel like I look at certain people and I'm like, and it might not just be like, there's something to them that I'm just like, this person's got a memorable face.
Mhm.
They've got a memorable name, like they've got a memorable
Right.
like energy around them.
Yes.
They've got an not like attractive, but like they attract
Yes.
positive, like just naturally, like because I feel like it's people that are themselves too.
Yes.
I feel like
think
they're-
it's more on the people that are themselves
Mm-hmm.
more than anything.
Because a lot of people you'll see there's like cut and copy.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of cut and copy because I've noticed like, and again I'm not trying to like say I'm better than anybody else because God this comes off like egotistical, but it's the truth. It's the truth. When you see when somebody's not being themselves, you can feel the energy. I feel the energy when somebody's not being themselves. I know other people do. I did it up until this past fucking year. I wasn't myself. I wasn't myself until I started comedy. I was trying to be all these other, like, I wanted to be this guy, or the workout guy, or the fucking this guy, or this. I didn't know what guy I wanted to be until I was like, oh wait, I just gotta look deep within and see what I actually enjoy in life. And it's the first time I've ever, like, accepted myself. And I feel like because the market is so oversaturated with people that are still trying to find themselves, it's not a bad thing.
It rises
They're
through
just,
that much
yeah.
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I feel like that's what's people are noticing. It's people are noticing when they're over there. They're like, oh yeah, it is easy
Yeah.
to stand out when you're being yourself and you're just hanging around your friends and you're having a good time and you're doing mics and you're doing shows and you're working as hard as you know.
Yeah.
The best thing I feel like anybody could do, like, I feel like I try not to give advice to anybody because God forbid, who am I ever?
Right.
I gave advice to somebody the other night because somebody gave me advice that helped me, and I just wanted to recommend it to them because I felt like it held me back, to be honest, not having the advice. And I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to just give advice. But anyways,
What's the advice?
no, I was like, don't bring your notebook on stage at a showcase.
Oh yeah.
I was like, just at a showcase, just don't bring your notebook on stage. Just try to, even if you need to bring a notepad or like your little like your subjects, just try to be in the moment. Because I had a thing where I was getting super robotic because I was like reading off a piece of paper on stage at the open mics or like joke instead of like really connecting with the crowd. And I feel like it changed my whole approach. Not how good I am, but my approach to comedy, and it helped me get better in a quicker, span.
Right.
By doing that, because it helped me be in the moment. But I gave that advice, whatever. But like, I feel like the only advice I would give anybody is to just like be honest and be yourself.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the hardest thing is like getting to that point.
Yeah.
Like it could be 10,000 comics that all start at the exact same time, but the ones that are gonna rise to the top are the ones that are themselves faster.
Yeah.
Like they all could be fun. Like
because we're all working
comedy
towards it.
classes.
Yeah.
You can't teach somebody to be funny. That's just not a thing. Like, you can't teach somebody to be funny. You can help them unlock their funny if they are. You know what I mean? Comedy is pain, right? If they don't have pain, then what is the comedy? Like, that's just how I feel. Like, a comedy class can't teach you, like, how many people, like, pay to go to the class, like, oh, I'm going to go, like, it's a college course. If you go to college to be a nurse, they're going to teach you how to be a fucking nurse. But if you go, I don't care how many college courses you do in the Chuckle University, but you could spend 9 racks with anybody and you might not be funny, man. Hey, it's not something that's taught.
Yeah.
They can help you, like, that's kind of, I feel like that's like the scam of it, the door-to-door salesman of it. Like, they just kind of teach you, like, all right, write a story down. All right, now write a second, you know what I mean? Like, the kind of how to try to unlock it for you.
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's as far, and if it turns out you do suck, you know what I mean? It's like, ooh, I guess do a second year at my Chuckle University, maybe you'll get it the second time.
Yeah.
But then some people, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've never met somebody, I don't think I know anybody that's done, have you done a comedy class? Like a full semester, I guess?
I've never done anything really. I did drama class in high school
Yeah,
once.
me too. I mean,
And then I did a monologue of a black woman from New York, and that went
Fuck
over
yeah.
well. They loved it.
Yeah. I did theater for 2 years. I failed them, but I did it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we need you to kiss a guy in this scene. And I was like, I'll take the F.
What
dude.
the
I
fuck?
was like, I can't. Hey, dude, they do some wild shit in some theater classes. They did too much. They're like, we need you to do this scene. Like, this is... Well, they picked, like, a scene that you had to perform with somebody else. And it, like, just so happened to be a scene where, like, and, like, my co-person was also a dude. And it was like, yeah, you two got to kiss. And this scene, I was like, yeah, I'm good on that one, dude.
You're talking about this like this is normal, first of all.
This shit ain't normal for drama, dude.
No.
I know friends who know their own dress size because of drama, dude. Like, shit got weird.
What?
Like, there's some weird shit in
Where
drama.
did you go to school?
New Smyrna High School.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck. That's not normal. I grew up in Florida, dude. I did
Shit,
drama class.
man.
There was no boys kissing each other.
Oh, man. I was like, I'll pass, dude.
I'm
I'm
glad you
cool.
passed.
I did.
That teacher was trying to jerk off to someone.
Oh, yeah.
Boys kissing.
I was like, I'm cool.
Was it a dude?
Yeah, it is. So I was like, yeah.
he was a...
I'm good on
Dude,
that.
you were getting pedoed.
I might have been.
You were getting pedoed. They don't do that. That's
Oh,
not
man.
normal, dude.
Damn, unlocked it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But then I was like, yeah, that might have
That's not normal. Isn't that
That's
crazy
cool.
how we'll talk about shit like it's normal?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
yeah.
are like, yeah,
And then I did a second year, and it was a lady this time, and she was like, "Hey, I thought you hated drama." I was like, "No." I was like, "I liked it. I was like, I wasn't doing
boy.
my fucking final was pretty some crazy shit, dude." I was like, I'll take the second year because you need like 1 credit of drama, I guess, to graduate at least the school that I was in, and so like I got the half credit.
What'd you do for the half credit?
Well, I passed the first half of the year, cool, but it was the second half where I had a little road bump that I was taking an alternate turn for, and then so at this point I think I was a senior. I was like, I'll just do the first half of the year I did weightlifting, and then she switched my schedule to have the theater for the second half, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I got a scene with a girl this time, so that was cool.
Imagine for like your math test, like your teacher's like, listen, at the end of the last question, you got to jerk off.
Pull it out, dude. Whip it out. Let me show you.
I need you to get 3/4 of the way hard.
Let me see the parabola of those balls, dude.
You ever heard of a pentass? How about a pain ass?
Fucking school in Florida, man.
Wow. You know what's crazy? I called my mom one day because I think I was just looking for things to be sad about.
Were you rage baiting your mom but with sad stuff?
It
was a thirst trap.
I called my mother and I go, Mom, was I molested in kindergarten?
Yo,
goes,
crazy question. First off. It wasn't a crazy question? Okay.
She was like, why would you think that? And I'm like, I don't know.
I was like, why didn't you answer the question, Mom?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, were you helping the teacher?
Yeah.
No, she was like, why would you think? I was like, I don't know. I just heard a lot of kids be molested.
I wanted to find out where this pain I have inside came from, and that would line up.
I know what it is. I'm just searching for something more.
Yeah.
I'm like, there has to be something worse. It can't be just that caused this. Like, I wasn't a starving child in another country or something. Something worse needed to happen for me to feel this way.
Something else had to happen, and I need more material, Mom. Please tell me I got molested. Like, I don't remember anyways.
That's probably what I was doing unintentionally, like subconsciously. I was just looking for
She's like, what do you
material.
remember? You're like, no, I don't.
That's why she was almost interrogating me.
She flips it on you.
She's like, wait, do you remember how big it was?
Like, your Uncle Paul loved you very much. Oh, no.
Oh, God, his name was Paul.
Oh, that's absolutely insane. All right.
Do your eyes water when you laugh?
What?
Do your eyes water when you laugh?
I think I'm sweating currently. It's a mixture of tears and sweat.
I told my husband to turn down the air 2 degrees. I was like, somebody's coming over, turn it down. Because he's like an older white man, so he's like, he's like,
wait a minute, is he 30?
No, but like, you know how like my dad used to do this, like, and my grandpa used to do this, like, they'd come home, and if the AC was turned down, like, 1 degree lower than what it was supposed to be, they'd be like, you're running up the bill, you know, it's like a thing that guys, like, just men do when they own a house. They're like,
for me, I'm like, turn it down lower. It's the opposite, because my girl's like, I'm always cold.
No.
And I'm like, you're wearing nothing right now, dude.
Oh.
But then she'd be like, I'm hot. And I'm like, you're wearing 2 pairs of jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Take one off. You'll be cooler.
I think my husband's high school STDs are in these pants.
It's like I met my first girlfriend in these pants.
Yeah, shit. I wear the same pants she wore, goddamn.
Oh no, he stole it from her.
She was Asian, it's okay.
It's all walk and roll, it's fine.
No, it's okay. They're real jeans. They feel like real jeans. I was walking through Macy's today.
Are they not real jeans?
Dude, you touch jeans now, they're not real jeans. They're just
I've
Chinese
never been able to
spandex.
fit into a pair of jeans in my life.
You wearing jeans right
Joggers.
now? Oh, where you get those?
Kohl's. I mean, you know what's funny enough?
They're men's? Do they sell extra small?
Probably.
Okay.
I bought a couple pairs because for the first year of comedy I did it in shorts, just because I'm like, I got nice calves, dude, I'm gonna fucking flaunt it. Plus I watched a lot of Gabriel Iglesias at the time and I was like, that motherfucker wears shorts, dude. So I did nothing but shorts, and then I kept getting called a bitch and whatnot, and it was like, you need to wear pants, you need to be more professional. And then I was like, fuck, fine. I went to Kohl's during COVID and I was like, I need fucking joggers. So I grabbed 3 pairs and they didn't even have a dressing room. So I just bought them and then I've been wearing them ever since, you know, but yeah, now I get called a sellout because I'm wearing pants now. It's like I can't win.
I'm wearing these Jankos because when I sit down in my car, I have to unbutton my pants, and I feel like I have autism because I gotta, like, I'm in my car, I'm like, I hate the texture. I'm like, it's constricting my thighs. So now I'm wearing my husband's Jankos. This is what happens in my life.
Because of the tism, that's crazy.
I don't have autism. I refuse to have it.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't
you
think
don't
you
have
can
to
do
have
that.
it if you don't want it.
I don't think you can do that.
Okay, I don't got it. I'm just a little retarded. Okay,
I think those might be the same bubble graph.
No, man, I'm good. I'm just living life.
OCD out of here.
I'm just being myself.
There you go. Hey,
I'm
man.
a cool guy.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, no, this is great. I don't know how much. Do you know what time it is? You
No.
grab your phone. Get your phone.
7:20.
Oh yeah, we're done. For sure, we've been here for a while, but we also were hanging out for a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I mean we can keep going for a little bit.
You can check the recording time. I don't think it'll hurt anybody.
Okay, I hate doing that. I hate getting up in the middle of
Don't worry, look at a close up of Alex real fast. Tell me you hit record.
I did.
Oh no.
No! Oh my god!
Was it the audio that you didn't hit, or is it nothing?
I hit record, but it was on pause.
Oh no.
It's always my episode. This is not the first time this has happened. This happened one other time, but it was the cameras didn't work, so no, actually you're correct. The audio didn't work, so it was only the camera's audio. And on Spotify, he just used the camera audio, so it sounded horrendously.
We got 40 minutes.
You run the show. It's cool. Did you actually hit it this time?
Yeah, it's recording.
Welcome to Alex and Friends.
Dude, we just did a whole hour podcast and didn't get anything done.
God
no, it was
damn
it was like 40 minutes. It's okay. We can keep talking.
Autism. I might have got touched when I was younger.
Dude,
fuck.
the gold I feel like was there too. It's so fucked up.
Fuck, man.
I'm still gonna release it and then just fix the audio halfway through, and then people are gonna get the whole thing. We're
like,
getting
what
you guys are getting a 2-hour. If you wanna, I'm gonna put this at the beginning, okay?
I hope so.
But I fucked up, so that's what I get for smoking weed before the podcast, which is another reason why I need to.
That's why you got 10 more joints and you're fucking done, guys.
Monday is the quit day. I
You
quit
gonna do
Kava.
10 more before Monday? Memorial Day? Memorial Day you're quitting?
I've been smoking like 5 to 6 joints a day.
Damn. That's not that bad. I went to fucking Canada, dude, and they hand you pre-rolls. Like, it's crazy.
Amazing.
And it's really cheap over there. Like, there's 4 million places you can get something over there. It's insane. It feels weird. It feels wrong. You know what I mean? But it's so normal for them. You're like, could I get like a pound of weed? And they're like, yeah, why are you fucking looking guilty? Like, who gives a shit? And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's fucked.
It's great. I mean, hey, man.
I love that. No, it's like going to Jamaica, but white people.
It's so many white people over there.
Yeah.
It's so
Like, instead of come get a joint, Bumba Clyde, come get a maple leaf, bitch.
Yeah. Canada was nice. Toronto's not that nice. I thought it was going to be a lot better. I was like, damn, Drake is the king of this fucking place? That's crazy.
What is it, like Chicago?
No, I love Chicago. I go
Yeah,
to
but like
Chicago
downtown
twice a
Chicago
year.
where people get shot, there's a lot of homeless people.
I saw 2 dicks in one day. Yeah, that was a good one. Toronto, they have a lot of homeless, but their homeless are crazier than Chicago homeless. Really? Yeah, they're pretty crazy. The dude kept like trying to fist fight like the air, but he had pants that were 4 sizes too big on. So every time he went to swing, they just ankles. And I was like, oh look, there's like immediately. Like I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Toronto's just another big city. Like they don't have anything cool over there. Toronto at least has gunshots. Like that's cool.
Gunshots and gun cocks.
Yeah, I love Chicago.
You live there?
No, I was a big Bulls fan.
No, Chicago. Oh yeah,
Chicago.
Oh okay.
So I was like, I don't know why I like this sports team, why I've repped it my entire life. So I was like, I'm gonna roll the dice and just cold go to a random city. Now I go like twice a year.
Oh shit.
Over there, it's super dope. I'm gonna go for comedy next time, hopefully.
Yeah.
I of course
Zanies.
email. That's the one that messaged me back. Surprisingly, out of all of the, of course you go for the Laugh Factories, the Second City, the blah blah blah. But Zanies actually was the one that emailed me back, so that's cool. In September, I'll be out there.
Zanies be putting people on.
I see
them. I see them on the internet all the time.
Really?
Zanies has like I've noticed like their presence is like social media. It's like there's a lot of comedians going through there and like killers.
That's good.
Yeah, I saw.
I hope I'm fucking one of them, and they're not like never come back to Chicago again.
Yeah, get out of here, you bitch.
They're like blacklisted. Get the fuck.
Do they still wear fucking fedoras out there and shit?
What? Dude, if I saw somebody wearing a fedora, I'm slapping them, dude. I hate fedoras so much. 2 types of hats I hate in this world are fedoras and the cab driver ones. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what's funny is I was talking to Carly the other day, and I was like, or was it Carl? It was somebody, and I was like, you can't just go and change your style out of nowhere, because like we had a friend, and out of nowhere he just came to dinner with the fedora on. And I go, brother, you can't do that
shit.
You're almost 40. You can't be doing weird shit.
No.
And I'm about to hit 30, and I was like, people are gonna see me show up to the comedy show at Jacob's tonight. They're gonna be like, Alex, you can't do that. You gotta go home and change into skinny jeans and be uncomfortable.
Run on the fucking skinny jeans.
I was wearing sweatpants all throughout the winter because it was cold. I was like, this is amazing. I'm like, God, give me snow in
They fucking
Florida.
show up with a fedora too. Nobody will know. That's the major pain. Let me take your mind off something, off all that pain. You know what I mean? They won't even mention the jeans. They just show up with the fedora. Be like, dude, you might as well get your nipples pierced because that's less crazy than showing up with a fedora.
Yeah, I feel like Jankos are more respectable than fedoras.
Yeah, there's never been a cool guy in history that wears fedoras.
Yeah,
like
like,
Justin Timberlake tried his hardest.
Only gay guys.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake's totally gay.
Yeah.
Did you see his music video?
No. He made a new one? He's still making music? Didn't he sell his
Demonic.
catalog?
So satanic. It's not even. It's disgustingly satanic. There is literally, like, I'm not even a hardcore, like, I don't go to church, like, I be believing in God and shit because I talk to God and shit.
I believe in
sometimes.
God and shit. It's a crazy sentence.
but you know, like he had like some demon lady with some wings coming out. It was a bloodbath everywhere and was having orgies, getting naked in the blood, and then he was making out with this demon. And I'm like, Justin Timberlake, what are you doing? And I'm like, you don't have to be gay. You can come to Jesus. Like,
I'm bringing Satan back.
He might as well have been saying that. And I wonder if they're going to do a Mandela effect on us and change the song.
They're like, that shit never happened. Actually, it was angels the entire time in the music video.
Dude, I swear to God. That Black Mirror episode, that's what they be doing. They change shit in real time.
Oh, the girl with the necklace, dude.
Freaks me the
that
fuck
new
out.
season was good. The
Yes.
first episode fucked me up for like 2 days.
Yeah.
The first one cooked me.
You know what episode fucked me up the most?
Which one?
Where the dudes went gay in the video game.
Oh, dude, I'm a big Marvel guy too, so I can't look at Anthony Mackie the same ever again. I'm like, dude, you're Iron Man or you're Captain America, and you're out here kissing dudes in Tekken.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He did what you never would.
Yeah.
So earlier,
Maybe that's why I don't fuck with the episode, dude.
earlier, if you skipped to this part, he was talking about almost making out with dudes in front of his teacher.
Hey man, that was a crazy. He was talking about almost making out with dudes. Hey man, watch the clip, come back. That's not what it said. I said they was trying to force me to do that shit on company time, and I wasn't fucking with it. I took the F. I was not taking the D.
Yeah,
You feel
so
me?
he said no to kissing boys, which is good on you.
Great. Now I'm homophobic.
Hey, I've got like 10 gay people in my family. I love them.
How do you have a family still? I feel like they stopped reproducing at the. How do you have 10 gay people in your family?
Because my mom's a whore.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. It's like 10 roadblocks. How the fuck did they keep repopulating?
Dude, Italians, man.
Oh, Italians are
Redneck
great,
Italians
aren't they?
in Florida.
Yeah, we're New York Italians.
No, my grandpa just has like, oh my God. You know what I just realized?
What?
I'm sorry. The Paramount emblem is a pyramid.
Oh, it's like we're looking over there.
Oh, Coming to America, the Paramount produced
Oh,
it.
okay. you did like a dramatic pause, looked over there. I was like, what are we looking at? I know, and you're like, Paramount is a pyramid, yeah, in technicality.
Okay. What does Paramount mean? Sounds like some gay shit.
Illuminati is gay, confirmed.
A pair and they mount.
Paramount, that's crazy.
Gay. Yeah.
Did Paramount make Brokeback Mountain? I feel like I gotta Google this shit now.
Dude, I had a joke early on. That was one of my old jokes. What do you call two black guys having sex in the middle of the mountains or whatever?
What?
Broke Black Mountain.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you do that in that
Yeah.
Atlanta church?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You did that in front of Huey Magoo or whatever the fuck you said his name was?
Yeah, Maurice.
Maurice,
You said
yeah.
Huey McGooey.
Huey Magoo's? Oh, no. That's a good chicken tender. Oh, no.
Oh. Just a couple retards laughing. Dude, this is great.
When did you randomly think about Paramount? Like, it's the smallest Paramount symbol. I was like,
Pyramids, just call out to me. Come
Pyramids
get
are just
me. I'd like to
fucking-
know. I won't
They're
tell
like
anyone.
tombstones.
Yeah.
Are also sometimes pyramids.
You ever see the pyramid in Merritt Island?
Merritt Island, no.
There's a pyramid in Merritt Island.
What?
They're covering it up with the church.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. Because I don't do conspiracy
fuck around
theories.
with people.
I don't fuck around with conspiracies, dude.
I don't fuck around.
In Merritt Island, there's
Yeah.
a pyramid and there's a church on top of the pyramid.
There's a
So
church
it's like an
in the pyramid.
underground?
It's an underground church in
There's a
Merritt
church
Island.
in the pyramid.
It's in the pyramid.
Have you been to this church?
Nope,
And
but
tried
I'm
to get
like-
stage time? You're like,
I was like, hey,
I'm trying
I heard you got an open mic.
Can I get 5 or 10, please? Can I please in the tomb? That'd be dope.
I heard you guys had King Tut here last week.
Can I do 5 for King? I'm a big fan. I like this politics.
Yeah. You fought for the black people. This is the best podcast I've had in a while. Fuck all the other guys. Fair Abraham, fucking, no, I'm kidding.
Fuck Tim Blaylock. Oh,
fuck
God.
Tim Blaylock. Fuck Sean Murphy.
Schmurphy. Ray Schmurden.
Ray Schmurd.
Ray Schmurden.
Schmurd on the beat. I'm actually about to be in a rap song. Yeah.
Are you driving in it?
No, it's free Wi-Fi. You
Uh,
ever heard of the guy?
free Wi-Fi. I feel like I've heard something about Wi-Fi, but I don't remember.
He's performing stand-up tonight.
Okay, he's probably not gonna watch this.
No, he's not. 'Cause
I don't know. No, I don't think I know the guy.
yeah, no. He's a local comedian,
Okay.
and he does rap music,
Okay.
and he actually does it pretty well, like decent.
He was hoping that you were gonna say he's fucking phenomenal
It's
if he's putting you in
amazing.
the.
Yeah.
In the
He's working on it.
Okay.
He needs some cooler music video, maybe some.
are you gonna be like
big booty
crouched
black
down
bitches
like
shaking ass?
you know?
No, maybe I would. Yeah, I would do some like
Get some
like,
gold fronts for it.
like a bandana, like a black bandana. Like I could do like MGK and just
Oh,
switch
no.
genres every 5 minutes.
Yeah, what is up with his newest music video? Actually, yeah.
I love little girls. That's what that song screams.
Does it?
I'm like,
I
why
haven't
are
heard
you
the
trying to
full-
market your songs to like 12-year-old girls? You fucking creep.
He's trying to do that Justin Bieber shit, man. He's trying to fucking.
Justin
trying to market.
Bieber's.
He's off some shit too.
I feel bad. He got touched.
You oh, conspiracy, goddammit. Yeah, you think Diddy
No,
Diddy the dude?
no,
No?
no.
Who touched
Other
Justin?
people.
Okay.
Older white guys, probably.
Older white guys. Come here, little boy with a bowl cut.
Yeah. I don't think they were doing kid stuff.
No. Did you see the only? It's not even exactly a conspiracy, but what happened to Drake Bell, like that documentary that was on Max?
Oh, he
About
looks like
Nickelodeon?
a creep.
Drake?
He looks like he touches babies.
No, he was the person that got touched.
No, I heard he was touching.
No, and it was the guy who created Drake and Josh and iCarly
Oh, yeah.
that,
Harvey Weinstein.
no, not Harvey
He's
Weinstein.
innocent.
Fuck, huh?
You don't know this?
What do you mean know this? Nobody knows this. It's like, oh, you don't know God's real? I'm like, no, I don't think he came out on Twitter and said that. I don't think.
Wait,
Hold on.
I'm not allowed to breathe for a second.
Reel
Let's
this shit
rewind.
in, dude. What the fuck? Hold on. You think wine is cool?
Yeah.
You think he's innocent?
Yeah.
Do you think OJ was innocent?
Okay, so hold on, listen.
Let's hear it.
Do you want to keep going the path you were going?
Fuck the path.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
talking about the old Jewish man now.
Okay, so I think Diddy's innocent aside from beating on women because he definitely did that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless the video was manipulated because you've seen Black Mirror, you see the capabilities the government has. Okay, so here's my theory about Diddy. My theory about Diddy, this is definitely going to be real. My theory about Diddy is that basically, because this is definitely going to piss people off, that when you okay, say like selling your soul to the devil is a real thing, but it may not be in the form that people think it is, right? Okay. It could be just you signing a contract with some major record label. They control everything you do. You have to do what they say. You basically have a handler. You work for Hollywood. You don't own anything you have, right? You just do these. You're famous. You do these things, and that's the exchange. You're selling your soul. And I feel like when you do that, people don't understand what they're getting themselves into, because I feel like, to me, there is that spiritual energy connection war that's, always naturally happening around us. But like, I feel like he stepped into that, right? He became one of the most successful people that stepped into that. Obviously did well with it, did whatever they asked, put little, rappers in dresses, and, did weird shit, weird fucked up shit. And, when you do a lot of weird fucked up shit, put it on film and do all these things, and then you don't want it anymore. Like, say you're done. Like, say you're like, I want to turn to God, or I want to change my life. I don't want to do this anymore. That's the whole, the song, or like every story that you hear about selling your soul to the devil. You can't just walk away. There's a price to pay. The price to pay is your soul. And I feel like a lot of people think that paying your soul means dying. I don't think it means dying.
You think it means like ruining
I think
your
it means
life?
ruining and destructing your entire soul and how people perceive your soul. So I think what's happening is it's an energetic connection that people don't realize that they're doing. Like, they're a part of this negative energy, the devil's energy, or the positive energy, God's energy. And they're doing these actions that, whether they're positive or negative, like, beating Cassie up was when he was a part of that bullshit. Who knows what the fuck? There's demons in this guy's fucking head running his fucking life. At least, I know I sound crazy, but this is what I really believe.
I'm hearing you out.
It's like, when you decide that you're done and you want to be a better person, and you want to turn to God, that's when you start getting taken down by these things. So these things that you have been a part of, because people can, that's why God has like forgiveness. Like, people can say, I didn't want to, I'm sorry, I'm a better person now. That's why there is people that go to jail that have murdered people that come out and now they've turned to God. And I think it's a real thing. You can fix your life. That's why I don't really think people should be, murdered.
So you think?
I think pedophiles should be murdered sometimes, but
I somebody proposed that the 100 man versus gorilla thing, we should just get a gorilla and then do 100 pedophiles and just see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's worst case scenario? They kill the gorilla and they can get 5 years off their 40-year sentence.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, 100 pedophiles died.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I feel like a life is suffering, is death is like, death is so easy. I feel like I want that bitch to fucking, I want you to suffer. I want you to have your balls twisted into a fucking, like, a ornament that got caught in the wind. Like,
so hold on. So Diddy, you think is innocent, but you think he still did the things, it just wasn't his fault?
I don't think. That's where I think where it gets complicated, right? Because we don't know what actually happened.
Right.
And this is where what scares me about today's world is because the government's so far ahead in technology, and I think
they
the
can
government
make us believe whatever they want.
Yeah, because the government funds Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, they literally fund, because it's propaganda. They're literally pushing propaganda into us 24/7. If you watch, why is there weird Osama bin Laden documentaries coming out, and like weird fucking shit coming out, like, about the end of the world right now? Like, they're trying to make us feel some sort of fucking freaked out way to keep us inside and panicked.
If we were all chill and together,
Yeah.
there would be nothing for them to save us from.
So that way they can do this global dome.
Cause
right?
the chaos, so that way they can save us from something and be like, oh, thank you, government.
Yeah, and that's why the aliens, they did the alien shit for a while to freak us out. I'm like, we don't even have space. We're fucking retarded. We probably have like a fragment of spacecraft technology, which is really probably just angels. But anyways, that's another
Back
theory.
to Weinstein.
Back to
What's up with that fucking guy?
Okay, so
I
here's
get
the
the
thing.
Diddy part, but I gotta hear this part.
Okay, so the devil and demons live within everybody. They live within me. They live within you. They live within my husband, my mom, my dad, everybody that exists, right? And we're always constantly trying to fight them. Addictions, whatever these things might be. The way that we acted towards somebody, that's the devil. That's, in my eyes, that's how I view life on a day-to-day basis. And because of this, you can have this viewpoint when you look at everything. So when I look at, like, the Diddy thing, I'm just like, okay, he probably did some of those things, maybe did some of those things, but there's definitely some shit that's fucking wonky here. It's a little fucking like, you know, like, and here's where it's all connected, right? Whether it's, you know, the OJ case, I wasn't alive when it happened, so I didn't really get to like understand the full concept of what was going on at the time, because who knows what they've manipulated to this day.
Right.
Shit. But the Harvey Weinstein thing in Hollywood, there's this stigma that you gotta fuck your way to the top as a woman. There's a reason there's that stigma. It's because it's real. It's because women do it. They do it because the devil is lurking within them, and they want this money and fame without the work that needs to be put behind it. And these people do make it sometimes, you know, they get there, you know, they're doing a lot of fucked up shit to get there. And I'm not saying he didn't do fucked up shit with women. I think that people are trying to, it was like this Me Too movement thing. There's been other people that talked to, Candace Owens talks about this shit. She's actually the first interview with him. The first fucking interview with him ever. Like, he hasn't done an interview since he was convicted. And basically, like, he admits to, like, he's like, yeah, I had sex with that. I was cheating on my wife the whole time with these young women. It was a part of it. It was, you know, it was just, here's the thing is there's so much in the case, there's so much, like, evidence of these women going to, like, take advantage of the Me Too movement. And basically, like, there's records of them continuing to go back to his hotel or back to the, like, his place of business, or like these weird emails that said, like, I can't wait for you to feed my cat. Like, weird stuff coming from the women, but on the stand, they're crying saying they were raped. But they continued. They have bags, cars, you know, they got money, they got beautiful dresses. You have all these things. Nothing's for free. Right. You either work hard for it or you do something fucked up to get it. There's only two ways to get things. You know, you can't, it's literally impossible to get something any other way. You either do something fucked up to get it, rob it, suck dick for it, do whatever the fuck, or you work hard and you build something on your own and you take the time, put the effort in, and build longevity in a business. Some people do that in my eyes, it's the right way. I think it's disgusting that people do disgusting shit for money. But it's like, you know, you have women that do that, and people seem to forget that women have the devil in them too. People look at men all the time in these situations, and they're like, oh, it's the guy. It's always the guy. The guy did something wrong. The guy must have done. You know how crazy I am? You know how crazy, like, you know how
Johnny Depp trial, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody
like,
thought it was.
They were both fucked up though.
They were both pretty weird.
They were both.
But
that was
shitting on his pillow is some.
That was like some like white trailer trash people with money.
Yeah.
Like, that's real life for white trailer trash people.
Yeah.
But people don't see it because they're not on TV.
Right,
That happens all the time.
That's normal.
Yeah,
like kissing dudes in theaters.
I've seen neighbors shit on people's beds. Like, you know, like, I've seen weird shit in my neighborhood growing up. But yeah, no, it's like it's this concept. If you're a white man with money, you don't need to rape anybody.
Just pay for it.
You just pay for it. If it's Epstein shit, which another theory, did Epstein do it, or was he just feeding children to politicians, or was he the middleman that was chosen by these people to do the job?
I mean, but Willy Wonka still should go to jail because those kids still died at his factory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
The Oompa Loompas might have technically killed them, but hey, man, Willy Wonka orchestrated that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: is why is it only one person being convicted? That's the weird thing. Is people are like, we got our guy, But what about the 100 fucking other people that did fucked up shit with
One
them?
person's got to go down for
That's
all of
what
it.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's always the black man. No, it's in this case the older white guy. But
It was the older white guy.
listen, it's this weird. We live in this weird fucking world where people are pussies, and women are so fucking smart that they use their skills to their advantage when they have demons working within them. And I tell you what, if someone found out that I fucked Harvey Weinstein for a Gucci bag, you bet my ass I'm denying that shit and crying on the stand.
Because then you look like shit.
Exactly, because who's going to go up there and tell the truth? And be honest about who they are and what they did and own. Nobody, not one of you, not me, not one of you fuckers owns up to shit, okay? You're telling me that you're going to go suck a dick for a tire because your Honda Civic broke down and you're going to tell somebody that you did that? No, you're not going to. You're not going to tell someone you sucked dick for crack 20 years ago, unless you've already made it and you have nothing to lose.
I want to admit to eating the cookie in the cookie jar. You think I'm going to admit to sucking dick for a Gucci bag? Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, it comes to, like, this, like, that's where our justice system is all fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have emotionally charged decisions. These decisions should never be emotionally charged, and every single one of them are emotionally charged. They should be evidence-based, period. Suck my dick if you're sad because you're fucking this happened, or like your Gucci bag fell in the lake, so you got raped.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, they were probably using him until he was like, no, I'm not buying you anymore. And she was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
And then just cried.
It's true. But
fair.
it's not all women, right? Some women do get raped, but it's usually by a homeless guy on the subway.
Yeah. It's usually not Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah,
You know?
like what? Like those guys can get any fucking model they want in the world
Yeah.
because there is women that want money.
Yeah.
All you have to do is pay them $50,000 to suck dick and shut the fuck up.
Shit.
And they still can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they still yapping.
They still can't. They yap 50 years later and put you in jail. Bill Cosby, dude.
Damn.
Man had money. He was fucking models.
Did he do it?
No! That's why I got his R. Kelly. I'm trapped in the closet. He was grandfathered in. Yeah, okay,
All
Leah
right.
was 14,
He
but
was
she
pissing
wanted to
on
be
women.
famous.
That was just some weird shit he was on.
No, he was trapping people in the I don't know what the fuck was. But see, here's another thing, is that's where it gets freaky. Is the selling your soul shit is so fucked up that you don't know what's real and what's not. Especially with our media nowadays. Who the fuck knows what happened? And then you got these... Dude, I'd be so pissed if somebody from El Mojitos 50 years later was like, Alex called me the N-word and she's canceled. And I'd be like, I'll say it again, bitch.
I'll say it to your face on live. Don't care.
No, but like it's like people coming out of the woodwork when you have success and taking advantage of your position and actually damning your life because, yeah, sure, he's probably deserves to be damned and go to hell because he's probably done some weird butt stuff. You know, he's probably had a couple 12 inches up his own. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, but it doesn't mean that person, because this person has weird kinks, is no means for putting somebody in fucking prison. Like, why are we wasting space on this guy when we could actually be putting a real pedophile that's on the streets in that jail cell?
Right.
And then you're wasting all this media money that you could be funding into the police task force to go get pedophile. Like, where are we putting our shit? Where are we fucking, dude, I'm about to run for president. ChatGPT's running this bitch.
ChatGPT, what kind of bill do I
Oh, shit.
propose today?
Yeah, I think I've talked too much. We'll have to do this again.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you have any buddies?
Record all of it.
Do you have any like buddies?
What do you
Like that you be like comedy buddies that you be always hanging around?
They all keep moving. Like every
Oh.
time, like I have like.
So I would say
Close
we
one.
could do like a
Yeah.
3-person thing next
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh, I mean, I love Scott Hooker. I
Yeah.
mean,
Shit, I haven't had him on, so
He
maybe we
moved
do that.
nearish Orlando. 'Cause
Yeah,
he used to live in.
I had him on Villain last week.
Did you? Good. good. Everybody keep disrespecting him, and I can't stand that.
What?
Dude, like how many times like I've tried to put him on shows, and they're like, nah, he's not.
People are so.
I'm like, are you
fuck
out
you
of your
guys-
fucking mind?
You ego bitches. He's funny as fuck.
I was like, dude, he'll do 20 of normal stand-up, 20 of his songs. I'm like, he's Duolingo out here. Dude will fucking do 40 on your dome piece, kill the whole crowd, and you're gonna say he's not a headliner material? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've tried to put him on a couple times, and I get turned down for it.
Fuck that.
But yeah, Scott. I mean, Sean, of course, but yeah, I liked Scott.
Yeah, we can do a little
No homo.
three-person thing. No, super hard homo.
Super homo.
If you were,
I'm not
if
kissing
Scott,
him.
If, if you were in his school, he would have totally kissed
Yeah, at
you,
the
brother.
end of the episode, you're like, all right, guys, you guys gotta kiss. That's the only way we can end this.
I hope I remember when you guys come together and be like, you guys gotta kiss now.
You hit a button that goes,
He's gonna be like, what
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Shit,
no.
I should keep that thing by me so I can hit the fucking. It has the noises, so I can have
Disco ball
preset
comes
noises. Yeah,
Spins.
yeah.
Just strobe lights. You're like, all right, end us off, boys.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye starts playing. I've been feeling tired, baby.
I'm like, I don't feel so good. I gotta go. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry I yapped a lot. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I try to make it fun. That's why I smoke a lot of weed, so I can forget to press record
Look
on
at
the
you,
phone.
being you.
Yeah. I got it. I'm gonna Monday.
Monday. Sorry,
Gonna
you're gonna be you in like an hour on stage.
I
It's
haven't
gonna be
even,
great.
but I haven't been that me yet though. That's what's
You haven't
scary.
been that? Oh no, I guess you haven't.
Yeah, I've been smoking the whole time. Sometimes I'm sober on stage because I won't smoke like an hour before I get on stage. Like especially like side splitters, I didn't smoke before I got on stage.
You were nervous as shit. That's why.
Yeah,
You were tweaking the fuck out.
I was tweaking the fuck out.
You're like, what if I oversmoke and then I'm a stone up there and then
I wasn't comfortable. I didn't bomb, thank God.
right? Okay, yeah. How
and I did
did
decent.
it went decent.
Yeah, I did decent. I didn't like bomb. I didn't do good in my eyes. I didn't do well in my eyes at all. I was actually pretty upset with myself, but I got laughs on most of the punches, but not heavy because I did side splitters like 2 weeks before for a guest spot, and I was getting heavier punches because like I understood the room and how it's supposed to sound because it was packed out. Same thing, pretty much packed out for the most part, and I wasn't getting as high punches. So I like especially lost my confidence on stage, and I was like, fuck. And then one joke didn't hit at all because I didn't read the crowd. I was like, oh, these are veterans, and I'm talking about not wanting to vote. Bad idea, Alex.
Dude, I did a show for war veterans. It was an entire room, like 180 war veterans, and I told a Hitler bit. And it was already going bad. The whole set, it was going so
you're
bad.
like, fuck
They
this.
didn't find me amusing in the slightest. I feel like I've only bombed like to where I go like I told the booker, I was like, I don't even want you to pay me because of how bad it was. But I was like, just like, no, that's great. It's okay. But I was like, no, the fuck, I did not. Like 3 times. Like that's happened like 3 times. And this was the most recent one. It was for like 180 war veterans. And I'm like, fuck it. Why not? Like, where else am I supposed to tell this Hitler bit at? And then I did it. And they once again did not find me amusing at all. I was like, why not? Dude, I got to do 20 and eat
Do
a
it
dick
10 more
for all
times.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just started like trying to make fun of it. And it was also because they all know each other. They all fought in battle together. So like one of them would be like, "Bo" or some shit, and the other one would be like, "Yeah, go Calvin." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Oh my God,
they're
that's
ganging
crazy.
up on me.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Fuck war veterans. No,
No, yeah, fuck you guys. Not thank you for your service.
PTSD ass bitches.
Yeah. Kaboom. Yeah.
Just add bass boost. Just bass boost.
I'm like Beirut. Like just a video of Beirut and just a loud explosion. They showed us a video of Beirut at work and I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
What the fuck do you...
They were giving us an explosive first class, and I'm like, are you training me for the next 9/11?
Yeah. What the fuck?
I gotta talk about that on stage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's not.
Oh.
right?
Fuck, man, dude, that's crazy.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, but no, I get you and the hooker on.
You and the hooker.
You and the hooker.
Yeah, we got to get Scotty Boy out here.
Yeah, you guys can kiss. I'll put Beirut
If there's a man
kiss.
I gotta kiss.
Like an explosion after you guys kiss.
It's just the camera zooms in, just bead of sweat drips down. Like, only if you want to. I'm fucking committed to this comedy shit.
Oh my god.
I do what I gotta do. Scott's gonna watch this one part and go, "What the fuck?"
I'm not coming on this podcast.
I'm not responding to her text messages.
Yeah. Jesus. I think I did ask him to be on. I don't remember when.
Dude, you asked Suicide Boys to be on. I'd fucking be sad if you didn't ask Scott Hooker to be on.
I did ask Suicide Boys to be on.
They didn't respond.
No.
Fucking Ruby.
No, it's fine. I'll get you guys
Scrim.
later. I'll be like, when you guys are calling me. No, I'm just kidding. That'll never happen. Like when you don't even know who you are.
You're like, I see you were on Theo Vaughn and you want to come on my podcast. And I wondered why.
Yeah. I was like, why did you make me feel special too? You can come over and play ping pong.
Can you imagine if you had Ruby and Scrim in this room and you're like, y'all listen to MF Doom? Do y'all like Dexter?
He's like, oh, where's our album?
They're like, damn, like y'all got Bill Cosby on the wall. You ain't even got us. What the fuck?
Yeah. Maybe they'll probably come if I make every record Suicide Boys record.
Yeah, just 30 Suicide Boy
yeah,
records.
Jesus, I can't afford that. I'm done. Do you see
It's
the,
just printouts.
Do you see the Honda
of,
Civic in the driveway?
just printouts of the Spotify cover albums. Just printouts. Just put them over each individual picture.
Oh, that's a great idea. They will never see this either.
No, fuck it.
Don't you love that album cover, the Mad Lib one?
Oh yeah.
Pick it up. Look at the back. Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the only reason I bought it.
9/11.
On the dollar bill.
On the dollar bill.
I love it.
My grandfather died on 9/11, but not the 9/11, so I fuck with people about that one. I'm like, yeah, all right, asshole, my grandfather died on 9/11. And they're like, really? In 01? I'm like, 99, but it doesn't matter.
It's crazy people ask what year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think they've been traumatized before.
Yeah, some people are just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, appreciate you. But like, no, it was in 99.
Fuck, this was fun. But
Hell
good
yeah.
time.
We're probably so late.
No, it's okay.
It's your show. You're like, fuck them.
Well, no, they Ty's hosting, and I've got paid door guy helping.
Paid door guy. Look at you. Big shot type shit.
Door guy, and
Alex and friends.
I got t-shirts coming for the
Ooh.
guys. We got they're
like that say
they gotta
Alex
pay me
and
back for them because I can't afford them.
First one.
No, for Villain.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got approval from the owner to sell the comedy shirts. So
Oh.
it has the logo that he made for the comedy club, like where it says comedy club on it, and it says coffee and beer, whatever, and it has the skeleton with the mic. So a little logo on the front, on the chest, and then in the back, it's gonna say Villain, but spelled not the villain way, like the shop, like the act, like you're a villain.
Yeah.
Like you're a villain at Villain. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then I'm gonna sell them to the patrons and be like, come get your shirts.
Be a villain.
Comedy, come be you want to be a part of a club.
You want to be a villain?
You want to be a part of the cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
Hell
would be
yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. So
Fuck yeah. The last time we were at fucking villain John Taffer's bitch ass was fucking the streets up. Hopefully he's not there. The bar rescue.
oh yeah,
Shit.
he gone.
Hopefully.
Long gone. Now they're shooting.
I'm going to throw a Molotov through that bar's window.
They had a shooting right next to there. Like,
No,
last
really?
week. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, dude. We live in the ghetto. It actually
it's
used
such
to
a
not
nice
be
part
like
of-
this. It used to never be like this. All of a sudden, this started happening when people from.
It's a nice place over there compared to Daytona. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah,
I
it's
pulled
all
up-
of Florida. It's like everywhere in Florida where you go, there's always a shooting like somewhere.
Yeah, it's just Florida. Yeah, that was nice that last time. Yeah, even though fucking the bar rescue shit was going on, it was still slammed in there at Villain.
Yeah.
And then like
I was handing
a
out
guy
flyers like a
followed me to my
motherfucker.
car. That was like, he was like, I've always wanted to do comedy, but I don't got enough balls for it.
That's
And
what
he's like,
everyone says to me.
he's like, I wrote something down for every comic that was up there to help them with their set, but I forgot all of them but yours. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm gonna leave now. And I walked to my car, and I parked like by the park, like behind
Yeah.
Villain. So I like had a decent walk, and he was like, yeah, so let me tell you about it.
Oh, no.
On the way, he followed me to my car and was like, so you talk about your titties a lot, right? And I was like, yeah, man. He's like, I think it'd be really funny if you go wet t-shirt contest. And I was just staring at him, and I was like, that was it? And he was like, yeah. It's like, good night. It's midnight.
That's crazy.
And a grown man followed me in a car to tell me that I should do a wet t-shirt bit. And I'm wearing a white t-shirt, so it doesn't exactly help me. Nipples are kind of out.
You don't even need to get it wet. You just get in a hot, bright light, and you're good.
And I was like, hey, man, they got an open mic. I was like, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, man, you think you're funny? He's like, I couldn't do that. And I was like, all right, well, we all started somewhere, man.
I have so many people do that.
Not going to do a wet t-shirt.
I got a good joke for you. You gotta say it on stage tonight.
You guys
say it on stage tonight.
What do you call? And when I started with that, you're like, kill yourself. Respectfully. What do you call?
Well, I've done that.
No.
What do you call a black acrobat? A black acrobat.
Why are they all black? You have so many, what do you call it with black people in it?
My mom's dating a black guy. It's just I gotta come up with jokes on the regular, every
Do
time
you
I
run
see
them
her.
by him to make sure they're cool?
I'm like, what's up? How you
He's like,
doing?
hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
He's like, you're over here again to take another shower? I'm like, yeah. I've been taking showers at my mom's house because my water's hard.
Your water's hard.
Yeah, you ever have hard water?
No.
It's basically like getting semen in your hair.
What
It's
the
like,
fuck?
yeah. Dude, it's like so many minerals and deposits in your water that if you have long Rastafarian hair like me, you wash your hair, you
wanna
get
be
out,
black
and it's
so
like
bad.
dreadlocks. It would be like dreadlocks, and I'm like, I can't even brush my hair.
Hard water.
It would make my hair hard.
What the fuck?
It's fucked up.
What y'all got going on
This
over
is
here?
mom's shower.
Have you
house.
called the plumber for that? Because I feel like hard water.
No, you got to get a water softener. It's real life.
Swear, like in this neighborhood, they're like, oh, downside,
Water
your water's
softener.
hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Your water's rock solid.
That's why some people use well water.
What the fuck? I just be using tap, dog. I don't know.
Dude, they told me to put water in my filter and then use my filter on my hair in the shower. I said, I'm showering at my mother's. Go fuck yourself.
like with a fucking like the jug that
I got a jug in my fridge. I was like, I'm not
like
doing
a
that
toddler.
shit.
They're like, your husband's like, put your head back.
That's exactly what I envisioned. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this myself. I'm just in this
Put your
thing
head back.
like this.
Just you call him into the shower. You're like, babe,
Yeah.
into the shower. You're like, it's hair time.
Yeah. But anyways,
Hard water. All right.
we got from this podcast that every man that's been put in prison that's a celebrity that has been accused of raping a woman has not raped a woman.
They're all okay. They're all
P.
innocent.
Diddy's innocent. Harvey Weinstein is innocent. Bill Cosby's innocent. R. Kelly, OJ, not really sure, but I think I don't know. Maybe they're not innocent. They did bad. Maybe I don't know. But anyways, listen. They're going to be okay. They're gonna burn in hell for all the dirty things that they've done, unless they repent, which it seems like some of them are trying to do now. So repent for your sins. This is an Illuminati calling. Stop doing that.
I didn't know what that is. That is.
They're not gonna ask me.
I just do that when I'm trying to seem sophisticated. I don't
That's
fucking know.
the all-seeing eye. You ever notice that politicians?
Yeah, that's why I associated it with fancy people.
Nah, it's Illuminati,
Oh.
Freemasonry. You ever heard of Freemason hand symbols?
No.
It's the gang signs for white people.
What?
They just be throwing up random shit.
You're gonna tell me this is a fucking
They throw up
Illuminati thing
the
too?
Baphomet symbol. They'll do the Baphomet symbol.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they do some weird. All right, Scientology next week. Anyway,
Next week, tune in for Scientology. We're gonna have Tom Cruise on this motherfucker.
Oh my God, I wish, dude. I'd be like, what are you? Where do you
What
suck
do
the
you
baby's
know,
blood?
dude?
Yeah, like.
Tell
Where
me
do
a
you?
ritual.
Where do you? What is your semen purple?
Purple.
Because if it is, I want you to paint my walls.
Just onto this canvas right here. Just
No, he's gay for sure. He has sex with Justin Timberlake. I could see it.
Tom.
Yeah. He's like Top Gun. DOD funded it. I'm gonna have to fuck a little boy.
He's banging sexy man.
Dude, I'm not. I have no choice but to make like my own fan base because a lot of people are gonna not like me.
Dude,
because
people are
I'm
gonna be like,
crazy.
what the fuck is
like,
wrong
this bitch
with
is
him?
out of her
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I'm gonna be very niche. I feel like very niche, which is good because then I only run into the crazy people. Everyone, maybe somebody wants to send a bomb to my house every once in a while to freak me out, but you know,
Shit hat, make your husband answer the door. He'll be okay.
yeah. But anyways, Danny, say bye.
Bye.
Say whatever you want.
Bye.
You can say like, I have a show.
I do. We have a show tonight. Villain, come to Villain. If you are a fan of comedy, come to Villain. We actually did recommend that to a random person that asked at Milk yesterday. They're like, where is cool shows around here? We're like, Villain, obviously.
Oh, thanks.
One of them recommended something, and I was like, don't do that. Don't go there. I was like, that was terrible. It was like an open mic in the middle of fucking nowhere. I was like, go to Villain, though, for sure. I mean, book me. I don't know, man. I don't know who fucking watches this.
64 people every once in a while.
64?
It goes from 24
go.
to like 64. My older ones, they'll like get views over time. Like I'll go back and be like, oh shit,
okay.
this one just gained like 100 out
Like,
of nowhere.
man,
I had
what
no
20
idea.
people were thinking about me in 3 a.m.?
I think what it is the reels on YouTube because you can put the related video.
Okay.
So when you post a reel, it suggests your video at the end of the reel. So like if I get a new subscriber, usually they'll watch the.
Got
And then,
it.
like I have like old ones that are like have like catchwords in them, like Kill Tony and shit like that. So like that one, my first episode has like almost 1,000 views, and I didn't even like. I just put Kill Tony. I took it out. It's not even in the title anymore, but
you
it's on
took
the
it out?
thumbnail. Well, yeah, because I have like a standard. Like I have like a.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
I have like I do Alex and Friends episode number and the person's name because I don't want to some of the people I'm talking to are gonna get famous one day. And I'm gonna be like, why do I need all this other bullshit? Like we're talking about
Kill Tony
Ozempic and like
guests.
Kill Tony, like it's just dumb. Like I'm like I don't
It
really
gets the
care.
clicks. What I've learned is you want to be so authentic it hurts you sometimes.
That's what I'm doing.
It's what it seems. You're like, I'll cancel this show if I didn't get it organically.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the free views by putting Kill Tony, even though you did that.
No, I did. I
You're
did
so
that.
organic, it hurts.
It worked. It works. It gets plenty of views. That's how I got all my subscribers was from the 2 Kill Tony drifting videos that I posted on my YouTube Reels. I did the Tony saying, you drift in a car? And then I did my drifting video. And then it was like, oh my God, she's gay. Click. No, it was mostly thirsty ass dudes in the comments like, will you marry me? Will you be my wife? And I'm like,
Get your little broke ass the fuck away
no.
from me.
I'm like, I will not. It's, you would be the one that would send a weird package to my house. Yeah.
Confetti bomb.
No, it's fine. They're just sending it into the ether. They don't actually mean it.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, but it works. That's why, like, I say like, I said like, oh, this reel will work because people love to get pissed off. Like I feel like
They
the
rage bait
videos,
themselves.
yeah, and I'm just like, I just all my replies to people are laugh emojis. So even if they had said like a super serious paragraph about why what I said is wrong, I just reply. I don't even read it. I just reply with laugh emojis.
Like you still watched it.
Yeah, I'm like, thanks for the view, you know.
Appreciate it.
No, but I feel like there's no reason to put on a face because I would not be able to last. I'd be like, I'm gonna die if I have to pretend any longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming
gotta be
out.
real.
We'll do this again. We're definitely late for sure, but it's okay. We're not
1000%.
super late because the show will start late.
Yeah.
As usual. Every
cool.
week. 9:50. It's 15 minutes after. Guys, if you go to a comedy show, don't get there at 9:15. Get there at 9 because the comedians will wait till 9:30.
Get there before.
If you get there at
9.
8:30, they will start at 8:59.
Yeah. Get there early. Don't be an asshole.
Anyways, yeah, no. We try to start early, but sometimes, things happen.
Sometimes podcasts got to take twice as long because somebody didn't hit record. But
yeah, it's okay. They didn't have to. I could have just posted that, but
It's
I was
fair.
like, might
No,
as well
fuck
get
that.
some
Might
good
as well get
quality
some
stuff.
Might as well.
But very
Alright.
good.
Bye.
Isn't it crazy how I think it's funny how the podcast keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, we did another 50 minutes.
You said 20 to 30. Jesus
Suck your mother.
Bomber climb. Pussy climb, bomber climb.
That shit keep working that back, and I'm about to throw the shit like